All right. Hey, everyone. So real quick, I just want to go over today's WNBA games. There were two today, but there's really just one I want to discuss and focus on a little bit more. And just notice today's date, a date that can be written 26/6, June 26th. And if you follow the work of Gematria, one thing that would stand out about that is knowing that we're currently in the time of the 266th Pope, which just happens to be the first openly Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis. And so we already knew that today was going to be revolved around Pope Francis. And we wanted to see, observe a little bit about the Connecticut Sun playing the Atlanta Dream. Connecticut Sun, obviously, the IHS logo, Society of Jesus, they have the sun logo, right? And, so you think and relate to Connecticut Sun. Well, a couple things stood out about this game that I just want to cover real quick. First off, so talking about today's date being written 26/6, I want to go back to last year, the WNBA season. On September 19th, 2021, you had the same matchup, Connecticut Sun versus Atlanta Dream. And this was the final regular season game for both teams, Dream and Sun. And I just want to point out that the Sun concluded their season 26/6. And again, we have the 266th Pope, and even the motto Isusius Hominum Salvator equates to 266. And just to show, like there is a relation even with their logos, even though they are different, but they both represent the sun. And, this date that it took place last year, where the sun ended up 26/6, was on September 19th, a date that can be written 19/9, like 199, the 46 prime number, and 46 being a big Catholic number. Catholic equates to 46, like Vatican City and Connecticut, the team that we're talking about. And we're in the time of the 46th Catholic president, Joe Biden. And that game happened to be on a Sunday. The same matchup that we're talking about today, the Connecticut Sun and Dream, they played again today on a Sunday. A big Jesuit, day of the week. But another thing I want to point out is this has been updated since the game has completed. Before the game, we saw that Atlanta Dream, who the Connecticut Sun just beat, well, Atlanta Dream just picked up their all-time 266th overall loss today on a date 26/6. And if you want to even call out the 214, that makes sense because Atlanta Dream carries that 214 gematria. So I mean, what a perfect ritual for today. And here's my notes on Patreon I put out. And I mean, we were clearly talking about the Pope, and because again, if you've been following any of the work of Gematria and what Zach talks about, and especially how the NBA finals were completely matched up with the Pope this season, I mean, that's again why I'm looking at this specific date in the WNBA. We had all the notes here that Dream are currently 214 and 265. You can pick up their 266 loss. And, there was a lot of Jesuit numbers just stamped all over it. And then even with Dream coming in 8 and 9, if you were to flip like the loss versus the wins, they fell to 10 and 8. 10 losses, 8 wins. And, they say there's 108 suns that fit in between Earth and the sun, or 108 moons fit between the Earth and the moon, And then even the Jesuit motto, for the greater glory of God, equates to 108. And, Dream, perfect alignment too, because Atlanta Dream are going to face Washington Mystics next. and mystics equates to 108, and, just perfect alignment. I mean, that's all it is we live in a world that are numerologists, right? That control everything from the sports leagues to the news. But yeah, today was just an important day to realize that Connecticut Sun pick up the win and drop Atlanta Dream to their all-time 266 loss. And that was my final decision here, that it's clearly a Jesuit tribute. More seems to be aligned for the Sun, and I like that they could get that 266 loss on this specific date. And even to note that their game last season, whenever Sun concluded with a 26-6 record, that was exactly 40 weeks ago to today. And, WNBA equates to 40. And so I know this could be a big clue for the WNBA finals. This isn't the only teams I'm looking at. I mean, Connecticut Sun obviously has a lot to do with Pope Francis and the tributes that they've been doing with him and the Sun. I got another team in mind, which I want to talk about, but I'll do that on Patreon. But again, just showing you how scripted the league is and what it's scripted around, right? The Catholic Church, the Vatican, Pope Francis, all roads lead to Rome is how they say it, right? And so yeah, just another scripted game. But then also, if you even want to touch on the Lynx and Sky, one thing that I had bolded here is that James Wade, who is the coach of Chicago Sky, his birthday is the same day that the Jesuits were founded, on August 15th. And, perfect day for that, right? Because 266 relates to the first openly Jesuit pope. And, I knew that I felt like Sky were going to take the game today, but I even threw in that maybe Lynx first half, or at least take them to cover. And of course, and that was there too, because they only lost by 3 points. But I mean, look how close that halftime was. Halftime, they were only down by 2. It was 44-46, Sky up by 2. So just barely missed that slight call. But yeah, and you can even see here, Connecticut Sun wins with 72 points. And, it just goes back again to the Jesuit order equating to 72. And yeah, so I mean, it's clearly all here, all there, like just proven that everything revolves around not just the Sun, but also the Pope. But all right, I'm going to check in here, see what you guys are saying. Yeah. Kobe Bryant died 266 days after his. Yeah, and that was what was interesting too, that I saw with because we've been relating this season with Kobe Bryant, because Kobe Bryant, they were really pushing and advertising him to be a big advocate for the WNBA. And and we're in the 26th WNBA season currently, and Bryant, he died on the 26th day of the year, January 26th. Bryant equates to 26 WNBA season. And then even to today, if you wanted to run it, which I'll pull it up, one was interesting about the Lynx and the Sky game is that Sky came in 12-5. And from today to the day that Kobe died was actually exactly 126 weeks ago. So type in 1/26/2020 to today. No span, but 126 weeks. So I'm like, okay, I was wondering a little bit about that, but then you also have the flip side that still connects with Kobe, is Kobe being Bryant, equating to 135, like how the Sky became 13-5 today. And even again, the motto, let's see, for the greater glory of God equates to 135. And then links fell to 5 and 14. You can flip that, like 14:5. Catholic equates to 145. Jorge Bergoglio, 145. Pope Francis's name. And then that infamous 38, where Minnesota fell to 3 and 8 away. I mean, those are the things and the common numbers we often see that stand out and help you determine what's more likely to happen. And and then a kicker is, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more on Patreon and stuff, but Connecticut Sun all-time away record going into this game today were 174 and 215, whereas Pope Francis equates to 175, like how Sun picked up their 175th all-time away win today. And 175 was huge in the Celtic and Warriors. Celtics are now 17-5 in the NBA Finals. And not only is it just Pope Francis that equates to 175. Let's see, Pope Francis 175. But even if you use the Jewish cipher, the word Pope equates to 175. So yeah, definitely a lot to do with, just what everything revolves around. But anyways, I'm just going to make this short and sweet. Yeah, I see the chat. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to leave it there, but I will see you later.